What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Rally Sport Garage. We're going to work on the Civic again today. I bought some parts from eBay, so you know they're good. I got 8 2-inch wheel spacers for the Civic so that I can use it to judge how far I want to make or how much longer I want to make the upper and lower control arms for the car to give it that Baja rally-ish look. I also got some just some aftermarket lug nuts. I'm not actually going to use any of these for actually driving. They're just something that I can use as a reference so that I can make the actual part that I want to fabricate. It is kind of windy today, so hopefully my audio is not all jacked up. Honestly, hopefully it doesn't rain because it's pretty cloudy. But I do need to get some work done on the truck today. We're going to take the camper shell off of it. I'm going to run to my work and get an impact, and then we'll get started on the Civic. Alright guys, we're back at the house. I went to just go get my 3/8 impact for my work because I don't like taking wheels off with tire irons because I'm lazy. So I was talking about how we had got some of these here wheel spacers. This is a full set, and I have another full set right here. Each one of them are 2 inches thick, and as you can see, they're not like hub centric or anything. So like I said, I don't plan on using them for the vehicle to actually drive on the road, but it's just going to be used for reference because I'm going to be building my own control arms for this, and I just want to know how big I want to go outside of where they're at right now. I also have a set of these eBay lug nuts, and some of them are locking. I don't know where all they're at. Yeah, anyways, some of them are locking, so it's got a key, but I'm not going to be using that. Honestly, I'm not even going to be using these lug nuts to run the wheels on the car, because it used to have these, you know, the ones that you can get at O'Reilly's with the retarded key that breaks literally all the time. And I've really been wanting to get those off this car for a long time now because I hate working with those style lug nuts. But I'm going to get it set up so that you guys can see the rear wheels, because that's all I'm pretty much going to be doing today to find out how big I want to go. And like I said, I have 2 sets of these, and I don't think I'm going to be sticking 4 on each side, but I do think 3 is going to look pretty good. So I'm going to do them one at a time on both sides of the vehicle and just kind of set it up so that we can see how wide the car is from the back. And I'm not going to worry about what it looks like from the front. I'm just going to get my numbers off of the rear of the vehicle. So I guess I'll put it down and start getting them put on.
Touch me now. I'm just flying by. Yeah, I'm just flying by, away from them, and no one can see me now. I'm miles above you. Don't care what they're seeing below, 'cause I'm miles above. I'm miles above you.
Alright guys, so this is what it looks like with a 2-inch spacer on both sides, widening the track of the vehicle, 4 inches. And it's, it's alright. Looks pretty good. It's just not as wide as what I think I'm going to want it, which is why, again, we have the 2 full sets. You can see it pokes out just a little farther than what my mud flaps are. So, I mean, it's a good look. So if you're looking for a, to find out what a 50 mil spacer looks like on a 99 2000 Civic, well, here you go. But that's not for me, so let's go bigger. Here we are with 4 inches of spacer on either side. We have about half the tire being covered by the mud flap now. And you can kind of see the difference between where we are here and where the car is factory up there. With the front tire. So here's where we are. The car's now wider by 8 inches, so it's got a much wider track. However, like I said before, it's just not enough for what I'm looking for. So let's go one more and see how it sits. So I just wanted to show you guys just how ridiculous this looks at the moment. 6 inches of wheel spacer, and this just looks absolutely retarded. I hope there's nobody actually driving around on the road like this, but it's pretty interesting to see. Hey, Jofi. Alright guys, so at this point, I'm starting to really like it. It's 6 inches both sides, or 3 spacers, 3 2-inch spacers. The wheel is not fully out of the arch. If it'll focus here. So it's not fully out of the arch. I do plan on running maybe a little bit wider wheel than this, since these are some XXRs off of my wife's old Miata that she used to have. Get this camera to focus. So I may not actually use this wheel and tire combo. We had it all last year like this. But here we are. The car's at this point will be a 12-inch wider than factory wheel track, wheelbase, width, whatever you want to call it. I think honestly this is probably about where I would stop. However, I just so happen to have this box that has 2 more wheel spacers in it, and I can't just choose not to use them, so I'm going to use them. All right, guys, there it is. All 8 spacers on the car. With that final spacer, the wheel is fully out of the wheel arch on both sides, I do believe. Seeing as how this car is kind of wonky. The mud flaps right now would no longer serve their purpose. And, well, the stance of the car is kind of funny at best. I mean, I still kind of like it because I like ridiculous things, but personally, I think this is too much. It'll be a little too hard to make like fenders and stuff for it, because I'm not really going for like a wide body look. But I do need the tires to be covered, at least on the front side. On the back side, there will just be maybe like a polyurethane mud flap or something to keep from, you know, throwing rocks a million miles behind me. Because this car will be rear-wheel drive. The engine's going to be put in the trunk, which, you know, we'll get to cover in a future video. But for now, I wanted to know, you know, how far out I wanted the wheels to go from their factory position, like there in the front, and that will give me an idea as to how to build the new lower control arms and upper control arms, because I won't be using a trailing arm in the back like the Civic uses from the factory. Of course, we got a fairly nice little trailing arm in there, camber arms, the aftermarket shock and coilover that we made for lifting it. But no, so it looks like six inches either side, or 1 foot total wheel width is what we're going to go for. I think that's just ultimately what looks the best to me. So pretty much that's all I got for now.